The university president's looking nervous. He gets to his office and opens the door. It's the end of the semester, and all the students are about to take their finals, except Intro to Geography. The teacher had to postpone that final for some reason. When he sits at his desk, he discovers that someone's been rummaging through his papers. They've stolen the physics final. How did they get in if the door and windows were closed? I'll give you 7 seconds for this one.
Okay, तो ऊपर ऊपर यहाँ पे निकला हुआ से दिख रहा है, तो यहाँ से आ गया होगा कोई स्टूडेंट। खिड़की दरवाजे सब बंद हैं तो
That ventilation panel above the president's desk, it's been moved. Someone crawled all the way through there. Impressive. But who did it? To answer that, you need to solve a bunch of other riddles first.
देखो पहली बात, चीटिंग कर रहे हैं फिजिक्स के पेपर में तो समझ आ रहा है, क्योंकि फिजिक्स का पेपर वैसे ही बहुत डिफिकल्ट आता है।
Maybe you'll figure out the mystery at the end of the video. The president leaves his office and walks down the hall. There's a loud crack, and the power goes out all over the building. Someone must have flipped all the fuses. He heads down to the break room to see what's up. I mean, he's the president after all. Yep, someone's been messing around down here. There's 3 suspects in the room. The cleaner says somebody turned off the generator when he came in to clean. Rachel's a new transfer student. She says she totally got lost and ended up in here by accident. Simon's a junior. He has his phone in his hand. Says he was playing one of those video games where you have to find stuff. Which one of them shut off the power? Your 7 seconds starts now.
जो क्लीनर है, क्लीनर तो क्या ही करेगा, मतलब उसको तो सफाई करनी है, उसका काम है। और ये है, इसने बोला है कि ये घूम गई है ना, और यहाँ एंड अप हो गई, और ये बोल रहा है कि ये एक गेम खेल रहा है जिसमें स्टफ ढूंढना पड़ता है और इसके हाथ में फ़ोन। मुझे तो ये जूनियर लग रहा है, क्योंकि अगर अपन इसमें सिंपल लॉजिक लगाएं तो जूनियर है, मतलब फर्स्ट ईयर में हो सकता है। फर्स्ट ईयर में है तो खुराफाती ज़्यादा आती है, और इसके हाथ में फ़ोन है, मतलब उसको पता था कि लाइट बंद होगी तो उसको फ़ोन की ज़रूरत लगेगी, तो मे बी उस वजह से मुझे तो ये लगा।
It was Rachel. It's the end of the semester. She wouldn't have transferred right before finals. But why did she do it? Maybe she wanted to disrupt the physics final. He turns the power back on.
इतना दिमाग लगाया अपन ने, ये तो देखा ही नहीं ट्रांसफर, बट एंड ऑफ द सेमेस्टर स्टार्टिंग में बोला था कोई बात नहीं।
Hungry. Probably a good time to grab a quick snack. When he gets to the cafeteria, there's a new problem waiting for him. Someone emptied a whole bag of sugar into a huge pot of soup. Which student was it? You have 7 seconds.
देखो, इन दोनों के हाथ में चम्मच है और इसके हाथ में कांटा है, तो कांटे से सूप कौन पीता है? तो मेरे ख्याल से तो यही है। तुक्के तो पहला वाला तुक्का तो सही नहीं गया था, बट ये दोनों चम्मच लेके बैठे हैं क्योंकि सूप है, और ये कांटा लेके बैठा, तो मेरे ख्याल से यही है।
All the suspects have bowls of soup in front of them, but one of them doesn't have a spoon, just a fork. He was never going to eat the soup. He knew it would taste disgusting. Just as the president finishes up his sandwich, he gets a text. It's from a professor. He needs help in his office ASAP. In the office are 3 students, standing around and looking guilty. The professor claims one of them graffitied the painting on his wall. Which one did it? You've got 7 seconds to figure it out.
Which one did it? A minute. यार किसने करी होगी? मुझे तो किसी पे डाउट नहीं जा रहा। किसी के कपड़ों पे कुछ पेंट भी नहीं है, और सर के कपड़े तो ठीक दिख रहे हैं। देखो, ये पहले में, ये अभी इससे पहले वाले में, जो अपने इससे पहले वाले रिडल सॉल्व करी थी उसमें ये गिल्टी था, तो ये तो उधर था, इसने लाइट ऑफ करी थी मेरे ख्याल से ये हो सकती है।
It's that one. She's covering her hands.
सही है।
There's probably some paint on her fingers that she's trying to hide from you.
देखो, भले ही लॉजिक गलत था लेकिन आंसर सही था, तो आंसर सही होने से मतलब पड़ता है यार, स्टेप्स तो कुछ भी हो।
Stop the infamous physics exam. The president heads over to the exam room. Everything's quiet in there. Looks okay. All the students have their heads down, staring at their papers. But someone's cheating. The president can sense it somehow. Help him find the sneaky student. 7 seconds to scan the room.
फिजिक्स के पेपर में सब इतने खुश क्यों हैं? एक मिनट, देखो, ये अपना पेपर छुपा के लिख रहा है, मतलब इसको बहुत कुछ आता है। इसने बहुत ज़्यादा लिखा है, इसने कम लिखा है, तो प्रोबेबली ये तो चीटिंग नहीं कर रहे। इसके और इसके पेपर पे एक जैसा आंसर है, इसने कुछ भी नहीं लिखा है और ये भी कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है, इसमें भी लिख रखा है और इसके पेपर में कुछ दिख नहीं रहा था। मेरे ख्याल से ये चीटिंग कर रही है।
Scan the room. It's the guy with his legs crossed. Clever. He wrote the answers on his calf muscle. But where did he even get those answers? After a quick shakedown, he spills the beans. He got them from a friend. That hassle's over. Time for a
काफ़ी अच्छा वो था, बट एग्जाम में ज़रूरी थोड़ी कोई ऐसे पैर के ऊपर पैर रख के बैठा हो तो वो चीटिंग कर रहा हो।
coffee and a snack. A big one. But just then, a piercing beep smashes through the silence. The fire alarm! Oh, come on. Students file out of their classrooms, and the entire university has to be evacuated. The students are standing outside, looking at the building. No fire, no smoke even. The president gets a text from the alarm company. The alarm was triggered by a person, not a smoke detector. The president looks around. Time to round up the usual 4 suspects. Matt says he was in the bathroom when the alarm came on. Julia was taking the geography final. Clark and Lex were studying strange green meteorites together in the science lab. Which one of them is lying? You have 7 seconds starting now.
यार देखो, ये अगर अपन लॉजिक से चले तो ये पहले एक बार पकड़ी जा चुकी है। ये बंदा बोला था ये वॉशरूम में है ना, और ये जो लड़की है ये बोल रही है कि ये ज्योग्राफी पढ़ रही थी, बट मतलब उसका टेस्ट दे रही थी, बट टेस्ट तो फिजिक्स का था, तो मेरे ख्याल से ये सस्पेक्ट है। मतलब बच्चे फिजिक्स का एग्जाम कैंसिल कराने के लिए पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
It was Julia. The geography teacher postponed the final, remember? Why would she lie?
Yes.
Unless she had something to hide.
पोस्टपोन हो गया था, हाँ।
Today's not really his day. Someone cut down a tree right in the middle of the quad. The caretaker saw 4 students hanging out under the tree this morning, and now it's gone. Time to interview the suspects. Emily says she's been in the library all day. Loads of people saw her. Sam claims he was in the cafeteria having some soup. Lewis was in the physics final, and Michael says he's been hitting the weights all day, trying to get buff for the beach. Who cut down the tree? Your 7 seconds starts now.
देखो, इसने बोला ये फिजिक्स के फाइनल में था, है ना, और फाइनल तो हुआ था। इसने चलो ये पहले सस्पेक्ट हो चुका, तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि ये होगा। और इसने कहा ये लाइब्रेरी में थी, इसको बहुत सारे लोगों ने देखा, मतलब इसके पास प्रूफ है। और ये बोला ये सूप पी रहा था, लेकिन सूप में तो बहुत सारी शुगर थी, तो ये कैसे पी रहा था? मेरे ख्याल से ये सस्पेक्ट है।
It was obviously Sam. He said he was having some soup. But remember, if he had really been in the cafeteria, he would have mentioned the whole sugar thing. Plus, the president was in there and didn't see him. He's lying. On to the biology final. They've got a new teacher who's giving a unique type of final. The president sneaks in the back of the room. The teacher explains that she gave her students ficus seeds at the beginning of the semester. Whoever has the most beautiful ficus plant will get the highest grade. It's time to present the results. The students start to file into the classroom. Half of them are holding pots with beautiful green ficus trees. The other half have pots filled with plain old earth. No leaves, no nothing. The teacher says the students with empty pots all get an A. Why did the teacher do that? Solve this mystery in 7 seconds.
Go!
इतनी जल्दी पौधा इतना बड़ा हो ही नहीं सकता ना, इस वजह से। ये तो करेक्ट ही होगा, इतनी जल्दी कैसे इतना बड़ा पौधा कैसे?
At the beginning of the semester, she gave everyone fake ficus seeds. The students who showed up with full-blooming plants must have bought a full-grown plant and stuck it in the pot. Ha! Busted! Last final of the day, philosophy. The young teacher is in there, waiting for all the students to take their seats. After that, he puts a bust of an ancient Greek philosopher on the table. The teacher says, write a short essay on the following topic: why this bust doesn't exist. The student with the most convincing argument gets an A, while everyone else gets a C. Ha! Tough teacher. After an hour, the students hand in their papers. Most of them filled up the front and back, but one student only wrote 2 words, and she got the A. What did she write? I'll give you 7 seconds to figure it out.
2 वर्ड क्या लिखे? हमको क्या पता क्या लिखे 2 वर्ड यार? ये तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही।
She wrote, what bust? He's outside again, this time for the parking lot. What? Someone took the tire right off of his car. How's he gonna get home? He still has a spare tire in his trunk, but the thieves took the bolts too. All 4 of them. What can he do? You have 7 seconds to come up with a plan.
क्या कर सकता है जब वो स्क्रू भी ले गए हैं तो?
He needs to unscrew one bolt from each of the other 3 tires and attach them to the tire. Each tire now has 3 bolts. That'll be enough to get to the nearest service station.
यार ये पॉसिबल है क्या? मतलब आप एक-एक में से निकाल के, मुझे नहीं लगता ये प्रैक्टिकली पॉसिबल है।
What an intense day. The president's ready to kick back for a few, but he gets another urgent text. There's broken glass all over the quad. Someone...
है कॉलेज है या क्या है? मतलब कुछ ना कुछ एक ही दिन में इतने कांड मचा रहे हैं बच्चे।
broke a window up there. The only 3 people around are a cook, a gardener, and a student. The cook says he's been boiling up a new soup for the last hour, since someone put sugar in the last one. The gardener admits he was up in a tree, cutting branches. He saw a student break the glass. The student says he was studying in the library. I'll give you 7 seconds to figure out who's lying.
देखो, शेफ तो सही बोल रहा है क्योंकि सूप खराब हो चुका था, और ये बोल रहा है ये पढ़ रहा था लाइब्रेरी में, और गार्डनर बोल रहा है कि ये पेड़ की ब्रांच काटा, लेकिन पेड़ तो गिरा चुके हैं बच्चे पहले से ही, तो मेरे ख्याल से गार्डनर नहीं, लेकिन गार्डनर खिड़की तोड़ के क्या करेगा? क्योंकि कांच बाहर की तरफ है, तो गार्डनर तो बाहर था, तो मेरे ख्याल से स्टूडेंट, इसने कहा स्टूडेंट।
The gardener's line. Out in the tree. It had already been stolen.
पहले वाला आंसर करेक्ट था। देखो आंसर सही होना चाहिए, अब चाहे पहले वाला हो चाहे दूसरा वाला हो, लेकिन आंसर, बट ग्लास बाहर की साइड है, अगर उसने क्या पता वो अंदर हो।
Yes, probably just by accident. The day's finally over. The president heads over for the best tradition on campus, the post-finals party. It's in the basketball arena. There are lights, decorations, and even a DJ. Everyone's dressed up, looking relieved. Finals are over. The party goes all night, but around 4 a.m., someone accidentally slams the doors too hard, and it triggers the automatic locks. Everyone's trapped. The president can be the hero of the party. He just needs to find a way out, grab the spare keys from his office, and open the door from the outside. But how? One of the students, Eric, says he knows how to get out of the gym through a vent. The president looks at him, and his face goes red with anger. Why? Last riddle, 7 seconds. You can do it.
क्योंकि अपन ने जब देखा था स्टार्टिंग में किसने फिजिक्स का पेपर चुराया, तो वो वेंट खुला था, तो अगर उसको पता है कि वेंट का रास्ता है, तो उसने ही पेपर चोरी किया होगा, तो इस वजह से प्रोफेसर को गुस्सा आ गया।
Eric just gave himself away. He's obviously been in the ventilation shafts before, so it was probably him who stole the physics final. How'd you do? Count up your correct answers. Let's see how you fared on your final exam.